Well, it's Wednesday, and like always, we're always very busy here at my law firm in New Jersey and as well as in Pennsylvania. With that said, a lot of people are getting kids back to school this week, and there's a lot going on. I want to talk a little bit about probable cause, affidavits of probable cause, and video evidence. And this is especially important in New Jersey in detention hearings, and it's important in Pennsylvania at the preliminary hearing level. And in New Jersey, at a detention hearing, prior to a court considering detention, they will consider whether or not the state has established probable cause. In Pennsylvania, at a preliminary hearing, the burden is on the Commonwealth to establish a prima facie case. So that is very similar to probable cause, that a crime was committed and the person who committed the crime is sitting there in court. So in both of these proceedings, there's a possibility that the state, in the case of New Jersey, or the Commonwealth, in the case of Pennsylvania, may submit video evidence. Now, it's important to understand that neither the state or the Commonwealth in Pennsylvania is required to provide video evidence as part of its initial discovery disclosure to the defense at either of these levels. But if the state does indicate that surveillance evidence exists and they put that in their affidavit of probable cause, they have to at least summarize what the video depicts in the affidavit of probable cause. Now, when the state does that, or the Commonwealth does that, it's very important that your attorney asks to see that video, demand to see that video, and look at that video prior to those proceedings, because very often the prosecution fails to properly summarize what is depicted in the video. Now, obviously, we don't want to call anyone liars here, but there's a much more diplomatic way of doing it. But basically, the state omits something that is in the video. And very frequently, these surveillance videos, we're not talking about glamour shots here. We're talking about a surveillance video, usually black and white, and even if it's colored, shot from a considerable distance. So if that's the case, it's very important that your attorney bring that to the court's attention, because that will directly influence whether or not the state or the Commonwealth can establish probable cause. And really, it could determine whether or not your client is held on charges, the case is dismissed, or the prosecution is withdrawn, or the state fails to meet its burden. So if you have questions about probable cause, whether it be probable cause in to find that the state has met its burden, or probable cause in the sense that probable cause to arrest, probable cause to search, reasonable suspicion, I've done articles on all these topics. I've done articles on detention hearings. It's a very important part of the process. So if you have questions, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania. In New Jersey, 856-793-7429. Both numbers, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The website, gamboneLaw.com, a tremendous resource for you and your family. There's a link there for my downloadable books, all my blogs, everything that I've ever written in the practice of law is available on the website. Please check it out. Again, 215-755-9000 in Pennsylvania, 856-793-7429 in New Jersey. Hope you're all having a great Wednesday afternoon, and I will talk to you all soon.